It's still last night. That last video, or this video, the last video you saw is currently exporting. I just finished editing it. It's 1:58 a.m. my time, so it'll be about midnight local time here. I just wanted to say that was 583 video clips that I took today, just for that one video. It took so long to edit. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that. I have no positive side of that. I'm going to bed. What's going on, everybody? John here. Today, I'm wandering around San Francisco. I got lots to cover. If you follow the channel, you might remember about a year and a few months ago, I went to Philadelphia and I was so excited to see the US Mint. I'm a coin collector, so that was huge for me. But it was Sunday and they were closed, so I couldn't go. And then last fall, I went to Denver. It was a Monday. Great. Weekday, I can see the US Mint. They were closed Mondays. Well, I'm in San Francisco right now. It's the last Mint. I think there might be one in West Point still operating. I think they just started making coins out of there, like, for circulation. Anyways, this is basically the last one. And, well, today's Sunday, so I can't go. I'm hoping that during the week, I'm here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but I've got the conference. I'm hoping there's a time where maybe I can duck out early to go tour the Mint. Philadelphia would be my preference, but San Francisco would probably still be cool. So I'm in the basement where the vending machine is. The cheapest water I found, $1.75. But I just realized they have a water cooler here. So I might just fill up my water bottle from now on. So I need to get on a midnight train going anywhere. Problem is, train station is, well, I guess there is a train station there, but it's like 11 a.m. So I'm gonna take a bus instead. Also, someone saw my shirt from behind me and recognized it as Packers and got excited. So that bus got very full and almost everybody got off at Pier 39. Also, I have no idea what was happening there. It was a cool old trolley from Kansas City, apparently. I didn't pay for it. I had the thing out on my phone ready to pay, but they didn't have a little scanner by the back door where I got on. And a whole bunch of people got on. I didn't see anybody pay. And as I was sitting, I saw on the very front of the bus, there was the little scanner. I should have gone in through the front door. But I don't understand why all the other people got on without swiping a card or anything. I have no idea. So I guess I saved $3.
Guest number 4 and 3, please.
This is usually a Las Vegas treat for me. Kind of nice to have it here. I know they're from California, but other than my first time having it, I've really only eaten it in Las Vegas. That was fantastic. My chair is leaning back really far, but at least it's not leaning back as far as that chair. So where does In-N-Out fall on my list of best fast food burgers? Number 1 is gonna be Steak and Shake, no question. Number 2, I think Smash Burger. Number 3, let's say Culver's and Freddy's are tied with number 3. So it'll be 3 and 4. I'd probably put, well, I don't know. Freddy's has better fries. I think Culver's has better custard. So they're really right in the mix together. Number 5, probably BurgerFi. Number 6, McDonald's. And I think this sits at number 7, In-N-Out. I would say it's about tied with Blake's Lotta Burger. Blake's is number 1 for breakfast food. Breakfast burritos, you can't beat them there. But for burgers, I'd say they're right around with In-N-Out. Now, one little thing, if I can add Whataburger, but only New Mexico area Whataburgers, I would probably make them number 2. Somewhere between 2 and 3. And the reason is because of the green chilies. Those are not a Whataburger thing, those are a New Mexico thing. Every time I walk past an ice cream place, I love the smell. It actually reminds me a lot of like Universal, Disney. But it's the smell of the cones being made, which is funny because that's like my favorite smell. But it is the worst way to eat ice cream. I am not an ice cream cone person. I guess the sugar cone is probably the worst way to eat ice cream, shortly followed by the waffle cone. So where I am going right now, I'm super excited for. It's a cartoon museum. I just learned about it last night when I was looking at the map. But I really wish I brought my old school Nickelodeon cartoon shirt. I didn't because I felt like I needed more professional shirts for this event. That really would have been nice to wear at this thing. This is interesting. You have to pay to walk through here. It's 3.5 minutes. It's kind of cool. I don't think it's something I'd want to pay for, but it looks cool. Right next to the cartoon museum, we got, oh, it's just a CVS. Oh, we got the cartoon museum right here. We have a men's room here and an all-gender room. It's weird how they designate them that way. was pretty cool. A little disappointed at how little, like most of it, I had no idea who the artist was. Some good stuff, but I was hoping to see, you know, Charles Schultz, Hanna-Barbera, Chuck Jones, Jim Davis, and there was a little bit of that. No Jim Davis though, which was the most disappointing part. Very little of the other ones. There's a decent amount of Walt Disney in that back room, but still some really cool stuff. It was only $10, so I'd recommend it. If it was more than 10, I probably wouldn't. When we were in Albuquerque, there was a Chuck Jones exhibit where you can actually buy some of the original art and some prints. That was really cool. The lack of Jim Davis is what disappointed me the most. He's the reason why, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a cartoonist. Why do I find myself walking up these big hills again? Holy crap, that might be the steepest one yet. Who decided to put a city here? This is insane. Look at this. Insanity. I'm like 2 blocks from the beach, or from the water. And look at how well you can see it. This is terrible. I don't think this is ADA compliant. Holy cow. It was like a third of a mile walk. That's what the GPS said. He didn't tell me that I was gonna go up 15 stories. All of this so I could come see this wacky road. Look at that view. I'm gonna be up there soon. It's all downhill from here. Imagine living here. This would be terrible. These are horrible stairs. Like, imagine having to move in here. Or you buy a new refrigerator and having to get it delivered. That sounds terrible. Hope your brakes work. I should have brought some resale rabbit stickers. There's a road in Wisconsin. It's just as crooked as this, but it doesn't have the incline. I wonder if you could take a self-driving car down that. That's kind of what I want to do now. Just request a pickup at the very top and a drop off at the bottom. That's an interesting driveway. So I'm waiting for my car to pick me up. I don't know if I'm supposed to be sitting here. It's like by someone's front door, but there's a bench here. And after hiking up that mountain, I need to sit. There's my ride. Just trying to find a place to park. No, just stop there. I don't want to go up this hill. Oh, thank you. Alright, here we go.
Heading to Pier 33. Please make sure your seatbelt is fastened.
This is still the coolest thing ever. I wonder if the windows automatically close when I get out. They even got a Walgreens here. That's like 4 Walgreens already. Yeah, my Uber driver really doesn't talk much. The quiet type. It's got a screen back here showing stuff too. I wonder what happens if I undo his seatbelt.
Please do not touch driving controls.
Oops.
Rider support will contact you in a moment.
Another pickup at the same spot. There's my daily pineapple. It connected me to rider support after that, but they didn't say anything. It said it was connected and had a little timer like your phone. So that was weird. But yeah, don't unbuckle their seatbelt. Apparently that's considered driver controls. You can get it on the vessels, so you don't need to get it here apparently. It smells really good though. No bueno. They have no tours available today. It's a really small island. How do you fit so many prisoners on there? I feel like you can only fit 1 or 2 people on there. She did say they have some for tomorrow, but I'm gonna be in the conference all day tomorrow. And I think the last tour is like 3:45, something like that. I would imagine I'm gonna be busy until at least 5, but most likely into the night. She did say there was a boat tour available, which takes you around Alcatraz and under the Golden Gate Bridge, which I thought about. I get seasick very easily. I've never had a good experience on a boat, so I think I'm gonna pass on that. They're doing tours of this thing. Not the fence, hold on. There you go, now you can see it. It's kind of tempting, but also, Boats are the worst form of travel. It goes airplane, train, car. Those are the 3 coolest. Boats are just 4th by default because there's nothing else. So with Alcatraz out, the Jelly Belly tour, their factory tour was still an option. Then I looked up, there is a way to get there via public transit. It's only $12.50, that's not bad. It's a 4-hour ride. There is another option that's a little more expensive. It's like $15 and something cents. It takes 9.5 hours to get there. It's only an hour and a half drive, but I can't imagine what that Uber would cost. So I had to walk back up to Pier 39 to catch the bus to the next place. But while I'm here, Christiana said there was a couple of stores that she really liked that I didn't see. So I'm gonna see if they're still there. Granted, she hasn't been here in 5 years, so they might not be here anymore. So she said 2 of them are on the 2nd level, which I didn't really wander around because it didn't seem like there was much up there. Well, I guess I made it to Alcatraz after all. feel like Christiana would like these. She said one place is hidden, and I don't think it gets much more hidden than this. I've got a bone to pick with you guys. They always have ad campaigns. For some reason, they run these in Wisconsin, of all places, that say happy cows come from California. And that couldn't be further from the truth. The happiest cows come from Wisconsin. The best cheese, the best milk, the best ice cream, the best dairy in general is Wisconsin. Get off my turf, California. I'd love to go in there and give them a piece of my mind. But I highly doubt the person working in there has any say in their stupid, made-up ad campaigns. Good thing they have a heated patio. We really need it this time of year. So I think I just had an epiphany. She said one of the shops was a puzzle shop on the second floor. Now I'm picturing a jigsaw puzzle shop. I think it's this place. It even says puzzles. It's different puzzles. Every national park I've ever been to said I'm not allowed to do that. These little carts with the brats and the peppers and the onions smell so good. But I need to save my appetite. Mostly because I just ate an In-N-Out not long ago. This one's a much more modern bus. So my bus rear-ended somebody. That's a new one. It didn't look like there was really any damage at all, but they had to file a report and they're sending another bus. So there's that. Here's the new one.
You're talking to somebody else, but you're talking to me.
Boy, it was a maze trying to get off that bus. So I'm back in Chinatown. We'll look around. Now it's earlier in the day. That might be a cool place. Got electronics and stuff. Anyways, so I messaged Christiana. I said I was just in a bus accident, LOL. And she got really worried. What? Exclamation point, what happened? I thought the LOL at the end would imply that it wasn't serious and there's nothing to worry about. Yeah. No. She said that's exactly the way you would send a message if you were in the back of an ambulance bleeding out. Which is fair. I probably would. See? It says they have electronics. Or at least that's what I think it says, because it says that out here. That's another place that makes keys. I don't get all the key making places, but my favorite was watch batteries and ear piercings. Those are some tiny little shops though. They really maximize their space in there. Alright, they're doing a raffle. I got my ticket. I don't know what the prize is, but maybe I'll win.
Shot, say, go. Shot, say, go. If you don't hear it, you snooze, you lose. Next number is 637. And we got the
I'm
final
824.
one.
They just called 828.
And also, come back September 14 and 15. We have a moon festival. A lot more entertainment and fun again for the family. We want to thank you all for joining us this year. We appreciate you, and may you all have good health and happiness.
The prizes were big Lego sets, which would have been really cool, but there's no way I'd be able to get that back home, so I probably would have just found some random kid and given it to him. I love this place. This is definitely my favorite part of town. Look at this little thing. Isn't this just great? I've somehow wandered out of Chinatown. I mentioned yesterday it's weird they don't have garbage cans on every corner, that not very often you see them, but they have mailboxes everywhere. It seems like there's a mailbox on every corner, just not a garbage can. They even have fungus growing up on the streets here. I hear music from somewhere. Can't seem to find it though. So I got a matcha soft serve ice cream cone. I tried a sample. I still can't decide if I like it. It's got a very unique flavor. I honestly have no idea if I like this or not, but I'm enjoying the cold. I'm getting down to it. I still can't decide if I like it. By the time I finish it just kind of tastes like vanilla. I'm good with it. I don't think I'll get it again, but I like to try things, especially local things like that. So there's another thing I really wanted to do in Chinatown. My battery is at 9%, so I'd better start walking back to the hotel. I do know how to get there from here. It's, I don't know, a couple miles away. It's walkable, but I would like to have my phone available to take pictures and videos for you guys in this thing. So I'm gonna go to the hotel and charge up. There's a business. I sat and talked with the owner for a while. Really nice lady. I bought something for Christiana there, and I sat in there for a while. I was helping her with her Google. Her thing says she's temporarily closed, so I was helping her get that fixed. Anyways, I should have asked her if she had an iPhone charger so I could plug in while I was hanging out in there. But let's get back to the hotel, charge up, and we'll come back down here. I'm pretty sure the elevator at my hotel is made by Jeep. I found the shower room for those that don't have a bathroom in their room. Looks like a pretty normal shower. I don't know why, but I was expecting like stalls. So I like this. Keep window closed. This has been open. In fact, all the windows in the stairwell have been open since I got here. I am fully charged, and I am heading back to Chinatown. Now this one I can see wanting to keep closed because you can just walk right out here. Another interesting thing about this hotel, there's no air conditioning. I realized that yesterday when I went into the room and it was warm. No AC. I like it. There's like a full band playing outside of a truck. One thing I really like about San Francisco, at least like this main downtown area I've been hanging out in this whole time, very easy to navigate. I find myself using the GPS less and less because I'm just kind of figuring out where things are, like how the streets are. I need the GPS to find out where the thing is, but with that I can find my way there without it, which is nice because I keep running my phone down to 0. So at least if it dies, I'm pretty likely to be able to find my way back. Well, I should also add, I know I've got a much smaller audience on this channel than the main one, but if you have, these videos are going up in real time. Like this video that you're watching today took place yesterday. Technically yesterday is today for me, but today is yesterday tomorrow. Wait, hold on. I don't know. I'm not a math person. Today is Sunday, August 25th as I'm filming, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be uploaded tomorrow, August 25th, pending hotel Wi-Fi. So if you happen to be in the San Francisco area, or more specifically going to the Walmart event this week, connect with me. Let's hang out. If you're not going there, but you're in the San Francisco area, I don't know what my schedule is going to be like these next 3 days. But if I would assume dinners will be something after the event's over, that's a possibility too. So message me, we'll connect. This is Hermes right here. One of the things, the holy grail items for a reseller to find at Goodwill or at a thrift store that I have yet to find. Oh, also, I brought resale rabbit stickers that I'll be giving out to anybody who follows the channel. Maybe other people, who knows. I'm not carrying them with me right now, so if I get recognized on the street today, probably not going to be able to get you one. But if you're watching this video, that means it's already tomorrow, so you don't need to worry about that today. I will hopefully remember to have a handful of them in my pocket when I'm at the event that I can hand out. I can't imagine I've got a lot of subscribers going there, but there might be some. Ooh, this is cool. Anyways, I was saying I know of 2 people that I know personally who are going to be there. Crazy Flippin' Mom and FBA Chick. They're both going to be there, but that's it. This is neat. Is it weird that I feel most at home here in Chinatown? It's all, full of hardworking business owners who really seem to care and aren't very well off, which is my upbringing right there. I feel like I fit right in. I don't know if it's okay for this to be the place where I feel most at home, but I'm gonna go with that. A lot of people don't know this, at least on the channel, but when I was about 17, I lived in a pretty rough neighborhood in Milwaukee. I lived in an illegal sublet where I had to pay cash only, and I paid by the week. And I made some of my living by selling furniture out of this really falling apart garage in an alley in the neighborhood. This is the type of neighborhood where shortly after I moved there, I actually got stopped by the police, and they told me, it's not safe here, you shouldn't be here. And I told them I actually live here. Now this area here, it seems a lot safer. I say seems because I don't have any crime statistics, but I'm gonna go on a limb and say it's a lot safer. And it seems like the sketchy type of people that I hung around with in Milwaukee, those type of people really don't seem to be around here. But it has a very similar vibe, and I don't know why or how to describe it, but I feel like this is my place. The place that I lived, it was they were just renting out the rooms. They didn't live there. It was just the rooms to random people. No lease, no background check, no paperwork. It was $100 a week, and they show up every Sunday between 9 a.m. and noon at some point, and you have to pay them cash only. And if you're not there to pay, they changed the locks on your door. It was a very unique situation. There was also basically no appliances in the kitchen, probably because at you pay $100 for your first week, you could easily steal the oven and the fridge. So there was a mini fridge in the kitchen that we all had to share, and that was it. That's the place where I learned that if you step on a cockroach, more show up. Some of these look familiar. Oh, this looks really good. I might have to get one of these on my way back. So I think the place I'm looking for is in this alley. I don't see any signs for it though. But the address is Ross Alley, which is this creepy alley. No, I don't think it's here. I don't see it. I think maybe it's this alley. I'm not sure. Here we go. Golden Gate Fortune Cookie Company. That was really cool. I didn't realize they made them by hand like that. So I got a bag here. They threw in some free ones, the flat ones. There. You just dumped some of these in the bag, the ones that they weren't able to fold before they cooled. But I got 3 flavors. It looks like regular, chocolate, and strawberry. At least I think. There was a bit of a language barrier. I'm gonna save those and bring them home, and Cristiano and I can try them together. Let's give these a try. Not bad. I've never had them warm before. I'm not a big fortune cookie person though, and I don't get a fortune with these. One thing I noticed is it was really hot in there. I can't imagine working in there all day. I'm sure it's probably really nice in the wintertime, but summertime, that's gotta be awful. Well, now that I've got a bag, they even did bags. Isn't that cool? I'm gonna get some of those mochi balls. I love this place. Back when I was living on the road years ago, I think if I would have explored this area here, I probably would have gotten an apartment here and stayed for 6 months to a year. I just love it here. Post no jangs. I don't know what that means. Alright. Between lemon, I think that's lime. No, I don't think that's lime. I don't know. Oh, these are rice cakes. Maki balls I've had, and they were like ice cream, so I don't know what these are.
This mochi, there's like lychee.
You had me at garlic, you lost me at shrimp. So I got this. I have no idea if it's alcoholic or not. There's no English on it other than strawberry. I also got some black pepper ribeye steak flavored Lay's. So I'm gonna try all this except the drink in the hotel. I'm gonna try the drink now. I hope it's not alcoholic because I don't drink. It's not like a morality thing. If I have an alcoholic drink, it's not the end of the world. But because I don't drink, if it is alcoholic, it's gonna hit me hard. Cheers. That's really good. Very strong strawberry. I don't think it's alcoholic. I feel like I would taste it. That was awesome. So loud. Oh, these guys again. that light was red for most of that. Also, there were a couple, I don't know if I got on video, that like 3 of them, I couldn't tell if they hit a car or not. That was wild. I love that. That was so cool. Super dangerous, super illegal, but super cool. There must have been like 100 of them. I don't know what that group is. That's so awesome. Little bookstore. It's a really little bookstore. Christiana has certain definitions on what's a good bookstore and what's a bad bookstore. I don't know what you think about this one. So, that I've seen outside a bunch. There's more. This place is huge. It doesn't look like it when you first walk in. No thanks. So what do you think? Was that a good bookstore or a bad bookstore? I still can't figure out the difference, but she knows. Oh, so anyways, those dots. Let's walk back over here. I've been seeing these all over town, and I wasn't sure what they were. But that was the first time I've seen them from the inside. Right here. I just figured it was like something that looks cool. There's another one over here. So that tells me that the basement of this bookstore goes under the sidewalk here. And these are like a skylight, which I think is kind of neat. Gives you a little bit more space down there, and it looks cool on the outside too. That was interesting. It seemed like just kind of run-of-the-mill thrift store clothes, but with really high prices on them. I don't understand. Like, I've been to vintage clothing shops and they're usually priced high. Don't get me wrong, but usually they have like vintage clothing, not a Thing 2 shirt or a shirt from some community college. That neither of those really looked all that old. So I was gonna go to the Coit Tower, which I kind of teased earlier in the video. Turns out they're closed. So I don't know if they're just closed Sundays or if I just am too late. So I'm gonna skip that. But I did see, and I highly doubt this is still there, but there was like a farmer's market, some sort of market. I don't want to say fair because that would imply like rides and stuff. But it's about a 12-minute walk from here. And I saw it this morning when I was on the bus. That is a really cool building. That's really neat. I remember seeing that when I was looking through neighborhoods. So, on like Google Maps, or at least a building that looked kind of like that. I have no idea where I am. I haven't been to this part yet. But anyways, so it looked like a cool area. I saw it when I was on the bus this morning. And I'm close enough to walk over there. So let's take a walk over there. There you go, that's what the building's called. What will you ship? Cameras, just electronics in general, VCRs, sometimes clothing, tools, vintage items. Really, I'll ship anything that's a reasonable size and sells on eBay. So, to answer your question, I will ship whatever you buy from me. I think I found my dinner. That looks really good. It's a little too early for me to eat. Plus, I've been filling up on rejected fortune cookies. So I may have to walk back over here to eat in a little bit. I just gotta remember we're straight off from this pyramid building. Trans-America Corporation. I've never heard of them, but if they're anything like Trans-Siberian Orchestra, then I'll probably like them. I see. We need Aaron. Well, in Green Bay here, we just got rid of Aaron, and we are very thankful because we do not need Aaron. But there's some cool garbage in here. Why do I find myself wanting to scavenge through the garbage every time I see garbage piled up somewhere? Why do I love garbage so much? You know, a lot of people talk about the pyramids in Egypt and the pyramids in like South America and Mexico and how aliens must have been there to build them. No one talks about the pyramid in San Francisco. I feel like this one's even more impressive. That must have been aliens. Or the pyramid in Las Vegas. Or the pyramid in Memphis. There are a lot of pyramids in the US. No one ever talks about them. In case you're in a really big hurry here, they've got a little jump you can take. But if you go fast enough, you can get on the top of this building. Is that a vertebrae? I've heard of finding weird things on the ground in San Francisco, but part of a spine is not what I expected to find. One thing I love is no matter where in the country I go, maybe even in the world, but I've really only been to Canada and Mexico and never really looked. But anywhere in the country, I will find a little taste of home. More Nina Foundry. It's nice finding those little reminders pretty much anywhere you go. If you're wherever you happen to be in your city, go for a walk and look at anything cast iron. Could be a manhole cover, a sewer grate, those metal things they put around trees that are growing on the sidewalk, stuff like that. See if it says Nina Foundry. I'm especially curious for the international viewers, if you happen to see that, if we're shipping these all over the world. So let me know if you see them. Sometimes I see it on these access panels too, but this one's either concrete or like a plastic. I don't think these are metal. Okay, this is weird. There's a Pier 1 Imports here, and it looks like they're open. I thought they closed all their stores. I think these are grass tennis courts. I've never actually seen a place that had grass tennis court. It doesn't look like it's actual grass, but I'm sure it's close enough. This is where that market was this morning. It looks like there's just one booth left. I have no idea what this place is. Looks like some sort of shopping mall. I think I came too late in the day though. Acme. Acme, known for Wile E. Coyote's horrible inventions and the Packers. So someone said in the comments on yesterday's video that the Golden Gate Bridge is red. It looks gray to me, or silver. And it would make so much more sense for it to be silver, because silver and gold go together. That's why it's called the Golden Gate Bridge. If it was red, you would call it like the Red Gate Bridge or something. Golden silver, it just makes sense. Hey, another bookstore. Here's even more proof. So there's the bridge, and it's pointing towards where the gate is. The Golden Gate Bridge. It's just logical. Silver and gold, gate, bridge. See? Golden Gate, right there. The red one on the other side, a little distance away, that's the Bay Bridge, probably. I mean, I don't know why they would call it the Bay Bridge. It does go over part of the bay, but so do all the other bridges. Maybe they're all the Bay Bridge, and this is the Golden Gate Bay Bridge. Wonder where the Watergate Bridge is. That might be on the other side of the country. The Deflate Gate Bridge is also, I think that's outside of Boston. So I just took a picture for somebody, two ladies who were taking a selfie there, and I told them, it's not every day you get to see the Golden Gate Bridge. I'm like, I know. I thought for sure they were gonna correct me. So I made that Golden Gate Bridge joke to like 5 people. I'm taking everybody's pictures for them. Still not one person has called me out on it. They're always like, oh yeah. I don't get it. Like there was one couple that I barely spoke to, or they barely spoke, so it was hard to tell, but it sounded like maybe they had a European accent, so maybe they didn't understand what I said, and I just thought I was saying like have a good day or something. But come on. And there's nobody else here. I'm hoping, you know, somebody shows up so I can take another picture and maybe they'll call me out on the joke. I mean, at the very least, it is very peaceful sitting here, listening to the birds, watching the bridge. There was one guy I thought for sure I'd get. He was hanging out here for 20 minutes and he had his phone and a camera and he kept taking pictures of the bridge. But I wasn't going to approach someone and ask if they wanted a picture unless they were taking a selfie. And he did not take a picture of himself once. The next pier over looks like it has more people, so I'm gonna walk over there. Somebody has to call me out on this. I can't leave until somebody calls me out on this. Maybe I need to say something different because, so what I'm doing is, you know, I offer to take their picture. And, you know, if they say yes, I haven't had anyone turn me down, although there was that European couple seemed hesitant. So that also could be that they didn't quite understand what I was asking. So I'll ask to take their picture, if they want me to take their picture for them. I'll grab their phone, I'll take their picture. And then when I'm handing the phone back to them, I'll say, it's not every day you get to see the Golden Gate Bridge, huh? And every time it's usually something along the lines of, yeah. It is 8 o'clock though, which is 10 my time, and I'm not even a little bit tired. So that means I'm starting to get used to the time change. But that means I've got an early morning tomorrow. That means I need to get back to the hotel soon so I can, you know, get this video edited and go to bed at a reasonable hour. I do see one more thing that I want to check out that looks like it's a little bit of a walk, but not super far away. No luck. All the people out here are fishing. You know, I didn't even think about it. All the people that weren't taking pictures, so I didn't want to approach them and ask if they wanted a picture. I could have asked them if they would take a picture of me. And then say that mention that it's the Golden Gate Bridge. There's 2 people right next to me. That was the first rejection of the night. And I said, do you want me to get a picture for you? And the guy said, it's okay. Which is weird, because when you're taking a selfie at something, I feel like it's always better to have an actual picture. This is the thing that I wanted to see. Bullseye. I didn't realize it was in a bow when I saw it from a distance. Can't think of a good joke for that. Oh, wait a minute. It's Cupid's arrow, but it only works on Paul Bunyan and Godzilla. That's quality enough. I'll stick with that. The hills have eyes. And also coffee. Maybe that's why the hills have eyes, because they've been drinking so much coffee that they can't close their eyes. That's probably the reason. You know, Chris Farley warned us all about this. Although I guess I don't have a van. And this isn't a river. So I guess I'm just a troll under the bridge. I don't really know where I was going with that. This looks like a very expensive place to eat. And it's right under the bridge. They've got fish, I think. I don't want to get too close because people are right up against the window eating. I feel like I would rather sit by the fish than facing the water. There was another guy here taking pictures, but he wasn't. He like left very quickly. But he also wasn't taking selfies. Fireboat 1. That's the weirdest looking boat I've ever seen. Maybe it's like one of those duck boats that can drive on land too. You ever taken one of those? They're kind of fun. I rode one in Wisconsin Dells once. A duck fireboat. I didn't ride a duck fireboat. That's probably what that is. Ooh. This looks like a boat. I don't have someone to take a picture of me. I'm trying to Titanic this boat. Is it working? I don't think so. This would be the perfect time to ask someone because I'm taking a Mayflower picture in front of the Golden Gate Bridge. Alright. This area is starting to look a little less safe. A lot more homeless people, and it is after dark, but I want to go entirely under the bridge. I'm almost there. And the bus to get me back to the hotel runs along this road, so yeah. I wonder when they built this pier, I don't know, probably over 100 years ago, if they ever could have imagined a giant bridge directly above it that takes you over the water. Doesn't look that big from down here. But you saw the picture earlier, the video earlier, where the semi-truck was going, oh, that's probably my train. Or bus, or whatever that is. I'm leaving in defeat. I really wish somebody would have acknowledged the fact that I called this the Golden Gate Bridge. I also kind of wish I had like a chest-mounted camera or something so I could show that reaction, or at least show the terrible reactions that I had so you guys could see it. You're just gonna have to picture it in your head, use your mind's eye. So I'm walking to the bus stop. It's only a 30-minute walk back. It's like a 20-minute bus ride back. So I think that was a mouse. So normally I would walk back, but the fact that it is getting dark, I don't want to risk walking through a not so safe area, because if this phone gets stolen, all of this footage goes away and you don't get to see these or hear these quality jokes. Oh, that burger place I was gonna go to is getting too late. It's probably like 8:30, 9 o'clock, and it's gonna be a bit of a walk from here. So, and I still need to edit this video, and I have to be up super early tomorrow morning. So I think it's best just to get to the hotel so I can edit this video. I'm also not super hungry, and I've got Chinese snacks to try. I've taken so many different types of public transit today. I think this is a train now. Yeah, it's like a light rail, but I'm going the other way. It's really annoying to me that the seating faces this way when the train is coming from that way. I'd like to be able to see where the train is when it's coming. You can see I'm facing this way, so I've got a good view that way. Not so much this way. I have to like lean out to look for it. I do like, and I don't know if this is new for Google or if it's just because it's San Francisco, but they actually have on Google Maps, it'll show you live where the train is, so you can kind of anticipate it. And I've got a nice view of the Golden Gate Bridge. See, it's the Golden Gate because the lights are gold. Gold-ish. Kind of like a yellow, like, you know, 2800K. That's golden enough for me. What I really like about my hotel is that all of the major public transits, the buses, the trolleys, the rail cars, the train, they all have a stop like right outside my hotel, maybe a block away, block and a half. It's nice and easy. I think I picked a good hotel. Public transit in San Francisco is so weird to me. It's all in the honor system. I feel like it would be very, no, not I feel, I can prove that it would be very easy to ride without paying, like I did on the bus this morning. But like the train, for instance, normally trains, you have to swipe a card or pay your fare, to even get into the train station area. Here, there's none of that. You swipe as you get on the train, and there's nobody there watching to make sure you did it. So that's interesting. I mean, it's only $2.50, so for me, I'm gonna swipe as I get on, but I feel like it'd be very easy for people to just not. So let's get up to the room. A lot of people waiting for the trolley. I forgot they run that till midnight. I forgot to try and get on that today. We'll get up to the room. We'll try this Chinese food and probably call it a night. I swear everybody is vaping these days. Look at this. Even the city is vaping. Is this the TARDIS? What is this? That's interesting. Oh, I thought this was a light post. This is the controls for that clock. The weather is so nice, and there are so many people out right now. I really don't want to go into the room and go to bed, but I have to be responsible because early morning, I think I need to be there at 8. And it's probably a 15-minute walk or so. And I mean, I'd like to be there a little early too. Plus I need to, get up and shower and stuff. I mean, do I really need to shower? It's a Walmart seminar. People don't shower before going to Walmart. I thought about doing the bus tour, and it says if I scan this code I can save money, but it's so faded, there's no way for me to scan this code. I tried. I don't understand it. Like, when they printed that and hung it up in here, I feel like they would have noticed that. All right, let's try the savory first. We've got Lay's black pepper and ribeye steak. This is so weird. There's a little tray, so I don't need to try and shove my fat hands into here to get them out. It smells like steak. These are good. I remember there used to be a brand of chips that I really liked, and they had 3 flavors. They had ketchup flavor, which I actually never tried. They had barbecue rib flavor and steak flavor, and those two, you could really taste the meat flavor in the chips, and they were awesome, and I loved them. I don't think they make them anymore because I don't remember seeing them for years, but those were my favorite chips. So I can't open these, and I don't have my knife on me because I flew here, but I've got little tiny scissors that were with my nail clippers. There, that'll open them. I've got to find a way to reseal these so they don't get stale. I think I have Ziploc bags with me. So these aren't Chinese, they're Japanese rice cakes. They're super soft and doughy. I've had maki balls, which is what these remind me of, but they're ice cream in the middle. And this is awesome. It's got a really strong lemon flavor, like lemon bars. It looks like there's some sort of, I don't know, candy or something in the middle. Some sort of lemon curd, maybe. They're super soft and doughy. These are fantastic. All right, now we get strawberry maki, which I think is the same as rice cakes. It feels the same, it looks the same. They're super soft, kind of rubbery, doughy. Ooh. There's like a jelly in the middle. I can't decide which ones I like better. They're both fantastic. I might not need to worry about those going stale because I may eat them all in one sitting. Those are awesome. I'm super pumped about it. I'm kind of holding back on how excited I am. I'm trying to be quieter because I am in a hotel room and the walls are a little thin. But I will definitely, I'm gonna have to see if I can find a place where I can get these in Green Bay. I think there's some Asian grocery stores in town that probably have them. Those are really good. I wish they had a lime one. I saw one, it was some sort of melon, but at first I thought it was lime. That's the one that I would have gotten. But strawberry and lemon are 2 of my favorite flavors. There was an orange one too, which now I kind of wish I got that. I wish they had like a sample pack that had a whole bunch of them. So I always take Ziploc bags with me. This one looks pretty well used, but it's just holding the other Ziplocs, and it's been rolled up in my bag for 6 months probably. But when I travel, I've always got Ziploc bags, plastic cutlery. Sometimes I carry paper towels with me. There were none in there. I must have used them on another trip. but they've come in handy so much. If you remember why I do this, it's because I was at an event, I think it was in Kansas City last summer, where their breakfast was super expensive at the hotel, like $25 for a hotel breakfast. So I wanted to make a couple of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and bring them up to the room. So I grabbed peanut butter, I grabbed jelly, I think I grabbed some yogurts, and realized their silverware was like metal silverware, something that I couldn't just take. So now I always bring that stuff with me. I think the bread I threw in a grocery bag just so it wouldn't go stale. I still got this too. This is awesome. The reason it's still here, it's still, I don't know, half full, is because I had an apple juice I was working on. And I wanted to kind of conserve this because it's so good. I didn't want to just pound it. Oh man, that's good. I'm sure it's like Jones soda or something, but it's a very sweet strawberry soda. Shizuka, something like that, strawberry. That's the only part that's in English on here, but I am super pleased with this. I had a really good Chinese food dinner. I had some steak, Chinese steak with that too. So anyways, I need to get this video edited so I can get to sleep. So I will see you in the next video, hopefully tomorrow. I don't know how much I'm gonna film at the Walmart thing for this channel, and how much will be on the main channel. So I don't know if tomorrow is gonna be one video or if the next 3 days are gonna be one video. I have no clue. You'll find out with me.